Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Jamie Loizzo, founder and facilitator of the Streaming Science Project, where we're all about science communication and science literacy. I am also the digital editor for the AAD Journal. And in this video, in the next coming series of video clips, I have a conversation with Dr. Amy Harder. She is the senior editor for AAD, and I hope you enjoy learning from Amy about her role, her tasks and responsibilities with AAD, but also the founding and the beginning of AAD, as well as she shares some advice for authors, reviewers, and we have some discussion about AI in research, as well as what's next for AAD. So enjoy watching and listening to these clips with Dr. Harder. Amy, thank you for joining me. And I think my first question is, could you introduce yourself and your role as AAD senior editor, but also just who you are and what you do for people who may not know?
Sure. So thank you for having me, Jamie. I'm Amy Harder. I'm the Associate Dean for Extension at the University of Connecticut. I have been here since 2023.
Previously, I was at the University of Florida for about 16 years. Had the good fortune to work with you. Also worked with Grady Roberts, who is also heavily involved with AAD, and then did my PhD at Texas A&M, which is where I got to know our other founding editor, Jimmy Lindner. And so the course of my academic and career path has definitely helped contribute to how I ended up with AAD.
That is very exciting to found a journal with colleagues. I mean, that is very cool that you all have done this. And so what was that like? What has it been like to sort of be at the start of a journal and to work with your colleagues and to see it take off from there?
So it's definitely one of the cooler things that I've had the opportunity to do. Jimmy, Grady, and I had noticed that it was taking longer and longer for people to get good work published. And I think for me, that's a problem for two reasons. One, it's a problem because we work in a system where you have to be able to publish on this timeline that is very much always got promotion and tenure lurking in the background. So early career faculty only have a limited amount of time to show their expertise and get things published. And so when journals are moving slowly, that disadvantages our early career faculty. And so that was definitely one of the reasons why we were interested in doing it. The second part, for me personally, obviously as an associate dean for extension, the connection of research to practice is one of the most important things that I think we can do as a land-grant university, as a public university. We need to make sure our research gets out in a timely manner so we can actually use it to impact what's going on in the world around us. When research sits, and in some cases sits for years, that really has a detrimental impact for what could have been great work that really could have changed things. Instead, that promise sometimes goes unfulfilled when things don't get out when they should. And so for me, those are two big reasons.
We have always been very intentional about prioritizing creating a journal where good research that impacts practice can move through on a reasonable timeline. And that our perspective was, as an editorial team, we wanted to help people be successful getting their work out. Should that work be, should that work be consistent with what our journal was looking for? And so it's definitely been an adventure, but a good one.